I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the date, don't you want to love over here so. Subscribe to this. Repost and share.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Yes, well, greetings and good evening. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Let's fix this microphone. Yeah. How you doing, my people? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. All right. Can you hear me now? I want to make sure that this thing is not in front of my face. Yeah. All right. So, one more episode. And it's going to be a good one. We're going to discuss some schoolboy football. Yep, we're going to discuss some schoolboy football. Today. Somebody said they're not seeing me? What do you mean you're not seeing me? Look good. Crazy Yardy TV. Big up. Thanks for being in the house. Pagan 180. Bless up. Gunners Boss. Top 10 at them. Edwin Allen. Eagle Republic. Big up. Oh, they're saying fix the camera. What? The camera looking good. Green block. A lie. I want go on. The man them say the screen block. Oh, me I see myself and me not see them. I don't know what go on. All right. Your screen is dark. All right. I want go on. All right. No, don't worry about it. I'm going to fix it for you. Let me see. They're saying
Of 18 Jamaican.
They're saying the screen is dark. That's a pay light bill. I like that. All right. I don't know what is going on, but we're going to fix it and set it right. All right. Whatever beat me bad. Are you inside the big box? All right. It good now. Yo, them one of the easy, you know. People, one thing with the people about YouTube, you cannot miss. If you miss, you get this. Them 7 days at the big back TV. But they make me miss all of my trick thing. The sponsor go pull the plug. The sponsor is going to pull the plug. But let me give some credit to our sponsors, Tricknick. This video is sponsored by Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Canada. They use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. And you can get 25% discount on all Tricknick products. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I am sure sports 001 and you will get that 25% discount. So check them out, people. Check them out, people. Check them out, people. That's Strict Nick. Please check them out. Give them some love and support. I want you to know as well that they will be giving away some products. Yes, they will be giving away some products uh, this month for someone in Jamaica. And I'm encouraging them to do a next giveaway for our followers in the United States and Canada. So look out for that. We could be doing it by next week. All right. Big up also. I see in here Marlon Morrison, bless up, Rowan Davis. Big up, big up, big up, Big Mike in the house, the man from Stets. And big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Top 10 is here again. All right, Gunners Boss, big up yourself, aka Piney, the man who calls the radio regularly. Yeah, man, bless up yourself. Today, and a lot of people they have been asking. Let me just get this right. A lot of persons have been asking about why I wasn't at the press conference, right? And I really love that and appreciate that, right? I appreciate that, but I try to stay away from. I like to be multi-dimensional, right? I don't like the idea of just zooming in and locking in at on a particular thing. I respect the guys out there doing the work, but I don't want to be the person just being caught up in giving information that everybody has. I try my best to diversify what I do because I think there's other stuff happening that are worthy of notice. At some point, I will speak about the Paul Hall issue. I must say that I'm very delighted that a press conference was done. That was this needs to be the norm. All right. I have a very important issue that I want to speak about as well. Some players that I think he needs to look at, not for just a friendly game, because there are players in Europe who will not be able to make it to the friendly game. And what I don't want to happen is for players to not be given a chance to play in the World Cup qualifiers because they did not make it for the friendly games. I can give you names like Norman Campbell is in Europe. All right. I don't want him to be put in a position where he either has to choose between forcing his club or encouraging club to release him on a non-FIFA day to come and play a game, right? Kaim Paris is the next one that is out there that I think should be a part of the squad qualifying for the World Cup. And we don't know that he's going to be available for this for this friendly game. I don't want that to hamper his opportunity of being in the team going ahead. So though I like the press conference, I have questions that I would love to know, and I'm going to do a video, like I said, at an appropriate time to deal with some of those things, right? Right? I want you. So that's what I do. But I think the guys who went there, they did a good job in terms of the of the questions that they ask. And so yeah, I appreciate that, right? I mean, honestly, I am not a negative person. I like looking at the good things that are happening. And I do appreciate the coverage out there on the Reggae Boys content. But you notice I have not done a video even talking about the firing of Coach Theodore Whitmore because I don't like that kind of a stuff. It gets very toxic. It gets very disrespectful. The things that people say towards other people and the things that people say, right? And so if 10 persons are doing that, then we can allow them to do that and we focus on other things. But in due time, I will gather enough information to present a monologue and a dialogue with persons who are more knowledgeable than I am to deal with some of these issues. So, but thanks for all of you who are checking up and that, and also was extremely engaged as well. I want you to know that I have other functions. I have some very key functions that I play in my present life as well. That I have to manage that well. Family is important. But bless up. Crazy yard TV. Come on, man. Where you going? Where you going with, man? Where you going with, kid? All right, up. Have to commend you and your work putting in, bro. Yeah, man. Respect. Pagan, you bless up. Yeah, man. Pagan, what won't happen? Let's state that. We're gonna get into some stuff, just hold and kind, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm a part of the media officially. You understand me? But like I said, that I have that. I have that. Like I say, I can do that. I have access to that, but I just don't believe that's not my. That's not my. Yeah, that's not my. Like really and truly, I appreciate the other guys doing it. Right? They're doing a good job, but that's not my. That's not my joy. My joy is to add value to stuff in such a way that people's lives are changed. I'm a philanthropist by nature, and I value what I do, and I value the people, and I think there is a bigger cause that is there that we need to give more thought to. That's just my perspective, but I will, for the sake of my subscribers who I really respect, I will get information for you. I'll get information. I'll get information for you. Um, I have some stuff lined up for you as well that will give you a more deeper perspective into Jamaica's football. Um, some of the things are going to be, I would say, I don't want to say shocking, but just help us to understand better, right? So just bear with me as I do it slowly, right? Stated a squad for Peru will be made up primarily of players from the Americas. Anyway, I noticed the Blair Turga team has been relegated, so he should be available. Do we want a player from a team that has been relegated? That's the next question. That's the next question. Hold on. I just saw a Holmes up here now. This is Countryman cut a Clarendon. Out of Clarendon, me say. You were the one out here, Mr. Holmes, talking about Glenmuir. Glenmuir is going to beat CC. You see, that's what you get for showing off. You get humbled. So just eat your humble pie and go on easy. And go on easy and go on easy. You understand me? But Eagle Republic, but here's the issue. Like I said, this is Schoolboy Football Show. I see our panelists trying to come on. Some of them look like they're having some challenges. But here's the problem I am having, right? Is there are some players in Europe. Will they get a look in? Because their competition are on break. If you understand how the European window is, it's not a long break. So if they are here, if they're on break now, you know that by the third, they have to go back to their clubs for what is called a pre-season to get into the second half of their seasons. All right. Now, like Kaim Paris, his team is second place in Slovenia. He's 1 point behind the leaders. All right. He is the most priced player or the most valuable player at his team. I believe that he needs to be in the squad, but this game is not best suited for him, for the coach to look at him. I would not want him to be deprived of the opportunity because he misses this game. I'm just giving a perspective because here it is that his club is at this position. He's establishing himself. It is not a FIFA window. So for a player in Europe, they will have to ask the club basically to release them. The club is going to say no. And I don't want the narrative to be that they turn down the call. So will there be an opportunity for some of the players, the fringe players out of Europe, to be back in the fold? Because I think a couple of them have the quality and could be instrumental part of the squad. It's just a question I'm asking, and that is why I said that I want to get a whole lot of information to do a proper show where I can speak more directly to some of these issues. But it's a very good point that you raised. All right, yeah, man, that's it, Pagan. Do you know we have 5 Jamaican in Manchester United Academy? All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, yeah. CC and Garvey going to play the final. Brown man, Manning's man. CC and Garvey going to play the finals. I'm telling you this. If CC and Garvey go through to the semifinals, CC and Garvey will be playing each other. So it's gonna be hard for them. How it is set up, Brownman Security. If CC and Garvey qualifies for the semifinals, they would meet each other. That's how it is set up. How it is set up, if both of them come out of their zones, they would meet each other. I think that's how it is set up. I think that's how the pairing would go. So it's going to be very hard for both of them to make the final. Come on, man, Brown Security. All right. Sky Blue, like Man City. Edwin Allen, no pity. Hey, Digital Web Tech is a DJ. The one lyrics bad. The straight man who talk about man is the man say Edwin Allen. Edwin Allen have a big game. They're gonna have to beat Dintil. Just waiting on some of the panelists to come in. Yeah, man, the man them said Sky Blue, Sky Blue. Top 10 at them again. One Edwin Allen. Big up to all the Edwin Allen fans out there. Yes, all the Edwin Allen fans. Bless up, bless up. Listen, tomorrow there'll be some very important games in the Dacosta Cup. I'm going to show you some of the games so you can see what is happening. There are a couple of games at 1, and there's a couple of games also at 2 in the Dacosta Cup. So yeah, so we're gonna look at some of that and see, yeah, what our picks are, and you can tell me what your picks are for the games tomorrow, in the Manning and the Dacosta Cup. Very, 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 very important games to look at, especially in the Dacosta Cup, which is where we are going to start. For those of you who don't know where to watch it or where to see it, you can get the Sportsmax app, I believe, and you can watch it there. It's on CVM TV, so if you have a fire stick and you're in the States, you can. All right. So yeah, man. Cool, no man. Digital Wolf takes that. You look, I think I don't think that's how it's set up. Okay. Last time 1 play 4 and 2 play 3. All right. Well, I'm telling you what I saw, but yeah, we already hit the like button. All right, cool. All right, the Toronto FC was looking to sign Fleming, but was slightly put off by his running with they wanted to sign him as a free agent. I guess they didn't know Toulouse was lurking. Yeah. So I think he's going into the league. Oh. You're not sure. I am sure, though, man. Okay, cool. Man of Steel, the real deal. Man is man, like them here. Me I say them for stream Edwin Allen match. Oh, so they actually doing it this time around? Yeah. The Edwin Allen match is coming on. Yeah, that's cool. Then I must Brian might man. You know, see a man into the D Cup, man. Come on, man. Probably you never heard of it. What did them man of steel? Eh, what did them man of steel? Man in for it, man. No doubt. But let's look at the games, people, for tomorrow, and you can give me your take, all right, on it. So let me share the screen with you, and let's look at some of the Dakasta Cup games, some of the key fixtures in tomorrow's second set of games in the quarterfinals of Jamaica schoolboy football. All right, very interesting games that are coming up. All right. The first game we're going to look at is Dintil versus William Knabe. Dintil versus William Knabe, that's an early game. All right. And so, as you know, that William Knabe, they lost their first game. Dintil, they have not conceded a goal so far in the Dakasta Cup. So Dintil has not conceded a goal, and they are one of the highest scorers. And so they are leading. They are the top of their zone, the zone of 4. That is Edwin Allen, William Knabe, Dintil, and Christiana. That makes up Group 1. All right. that makes up Group 1. And so that's a very interesting fixture. But right there, I am going to go with Dintil for their second win. I for some reason believe that that game between Christiana and Edwin Allen is going to be a very, very close game. I'm predicting a tie game. And if that game ends in a tie, it means that Edwin Allen would have to end up beating Dintil in their last game to stand an opportunity of going through. I don't think Edwin Allen will lose to Cristiano, but I think they'll have a hard time beating Cristiano. So I would go a 1-1 draw. That's what I'm picking for that game that we're going to look at. This is it right here. Edwin Allen versus Cristiano. And what that would mean is that going into the last set of fixtures, it will be Dintil versus Edwin Allen, which means that all Dintil will need to do is to, like I said, have a drawn result and they would go through. All right. So what say you on that? Unseen. What do you think about my prediction for tomorrow's game? Dintil to get the better of William Nib by 3-0, and Edwin Allen and Cristiano are playing out to a 1-1 scoreline. What is the scoreline in the comment section? Give me your predicted score for the game tomorrow. Go ahead, Unseen.
Yeah, welcome everybody. You hearing me?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you loud and clear.
Big up everybody in the comment section who joined the program. Yeah, big up yourself, man. Yeah. For me, the Intel will score over 3.5 goals in the game against William Nib. I think Edwin Allen will get rid of Cristiano. I don't see Cristiano really, doing anything to that Edwin Allen won't, outplay them and score goals. It's going to come down to the final game Saturday coming with Dintil and Edwin Allen who should come through the group. Right? But I agree with the win for Dintil against William Nib, but I think Edwin Allen will get rid of Cristiano.
Okay, so you're going win for Edwin Allen and a win for Dintil.
Right.
Any predicted scoreline?
For the Dintil game, I think Dintil will score 3 or 4 goals. 3 or 4 goals.
Here's what I'm going to do, Unseen, and this is for the comment section. Anyone who gets 5, I want you to give me some scoreline for the Dakasta Cup. If anyone who gets 5 correct score get $500 credit. Not just the winner, but get the correct score. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Did this line?
Huh?
This our line.
No, you just name your use and you'll get the credit.
Okay.
So you're going. I'm going Dintil 3, William Nib 0, and then Christiana and Edwin Allen. Some persons are saying Edwin Allen is going to win, so I'm going to go with them and say Edwin Allen to nip it 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
2-1. I say Edwin Allen 3. Edwin Allen 3, Cristiano 1. Dintil 4, William Nib 0.
Edwin Allen 3.
3, Cristiano 1. William Nib 0. Dintil 4.
All right. Let me see. All right. You're lucky. You have to give me both. All right. So any game in the Dacosta Cup, any 5 game you want to predict the result, but if you get the results right, we're gonna give you some credit. So you're lucky saying that Dintil winning. You're writing this down, Unseen, or you want me to take them down?
You're lucky?
Yeah, write down you're lucky. You're lucky saying that Dintil will be beating William Nib by 3-0. I think that is his predicted score line. And he says Edwin Allen winning 2-0.
Edwin Allen 2-0. 2. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next,
Yeah. Didn't till the game.
he
What's
said
his prediction
Dintil
about
is
the
great.
Dintil game?
Dintil 3, William Nib nil. All right, let's give you some of the Dacosta Cup game. Then we have the man in school. The man in school. Yes, the man in school going up against Happy Grove. Okay, they're saying pin the challenge. Pin the challenge. Pin the challenge in the comment section. All right.
Yeah, pin the challenge in the comment section.
All right. So let's do that. Let's pin it. So Brian, just pin it. You put the challenge in the comment section, and I will pin it, man. All right. So you're lucky again. You're lucky St. Manning's winning over Happy Grove by 2-1. I have Manning's winning that game by 3-0.
I think we're unique because now, as you can see,
Who is that?
So I have Manning's winning that game by 3-0. That team.
Yeah, you have that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we have Paul Maxwell,
Paul is in the building.
the leader. All right.
Paul.
Yeah. Let me give you Stephen Mitchell. Stephen Mitchell have William Nib 1, Dintil 1, and he has Edwin Allen 2, Christiana 0.
What's his name?
Stephen Mitchell. You can put S.
Stephen.
Mitchell. So, Sir Max, what we're doing, right? We're giving away $500 credit to the person who gets 5 correct scores in the Dakasta Cup. And then we're going to give $500 credit for the person who gets 5 correct scores in the, well, there are not 5 correct scores in the Manning Cup. So we can't even do it over there. You know, yeah. So, so he has Edwin Allen 2 and Christiana 0. That's for Stephen Mitchell. But man is beating Upper Grove by 3-0. And then the other game is Veer versus Monroe. I think this is a 2-2 game. Yeah. All right, Sir Maxwell, chip in, man. What you saying?
Someone is man, I think Upper Grove will get a problem.
Problem, man. Me tell you when we finish with Upper Grove, then we go turn Sad Grove. No, you're muted. You're muted, Sir Max. Hold on, Sir Max. Sir Max, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute. Yeah. Oh, you look. Oh, Fresh God, come on, Fresh God, just easy now, man. Be busy, Fresh. Today I had a rough day, Fresh God. Don't worry yourself, Fresh God. I'm going to do the JPL show. I have the info, bro. We're gonna say, all right. You know what, Fresh God, I'm going to send you the info. So you go have info that nobody else don't have. So big up yourself. You lucky said that the Monroe game is a 1-1 draw. Do you know that? Unseen? If Manning's win tomorrow and that game ends in a draw, Manning's qualified for the semifinals. because they'd be on 6 points, and none of the other teams would be able to get to 6 because they would have had 2 drawn games. Well, 1 draw, 1 loss. Because you understand me. So if the game between Monroe and Veer should end in a tie, it would mean that Mannings qualifies for the semi. Yes, sir, Max. You there now?
Yeah, man, good now.
All right. Yeah, what say you? We're talking Dakasta Cup first.
Okay.
So we're looking at Happy
Man,
Grove.
so far, we're seeing so far in this round that the pretenders and the challengers, we're seeing the men being separated from the boys in this round. That's what we're basically seeing in both competitions.
Both competition, yeah. The team that lead the group, you know, they win all them games, all the first games in the quarterfinal.
So one of the team, Mannings, we're really seeing how good they are. The champions, Clarendon, we're also seeing what type of pedigree they have.
Yeah.
I have a little problem with Mannings though, you know, because you can't lead 3-love and you take your foot off of the gas, you know. You can't against a Dintil on the big side of the Mannings.
Experience. I put that down to an experience.
Something is wrong there, you know. You can't come semi-final. Yo, you know, so you're going to play Dintil in the semi-final, Mannings one. Yeah.
So what is the problem with that? We don't have no problem.
You don't have any problem.
No, that would be very unfortunate for the
I want to take your foot off.
Huh?
I want to take your foot off and just in that game.
we wouldn't do that. Come on now. We are wiser than that, man.
Experience.
Yeah, but see, Stephen Mitchell is saying that Mannings and Upper Grove going 2-2 and Monroe defeating Veer 2-1. So that's his score prediction. But you're lucky saying, but Mannings going to the semi. Sadly, they are in the easiest group with no one to challenge them really. Okay.
Mannings 2.
Yeah. And here Joyce Smith saying it. Veer got a very questionable. I'm telling you, but I mean, yeah, I think they missed that penalty though.
Veer 1.
Yeah. It was I mean, like I said, that Mannings outplayed them, man. They just took the foot off the pedal. And I think you can't, like I said, the further you go in the competition is the less opportunities you'll have to operate or behave like that. Right? Let's move on to some more games in the Dacosta Cup. We see McGrath going up against Cornwall College and Stets going up against Garvey Massey. 2 big games. Sir Maxwell, what are your thoughts on these games? Does Cornwall rebound? Does these 2 teams are undefeated? Well, not really. Well, 4 teams won their last game. Stets Garvey Massey. 1 dropped 6-1, 1 dropped 2-0. Very good game it should be. I think the winner of this game determines who will top the zone. But talk to me, Sir Maxwell, on these 2 games. McGrath versus Stets.
I am looking at Cornwall. Right? Cornwall should have enough of pedigree to basically go through. Because look here, one of the things that's going to show up at this stage of the competition, you know, is the experience of the coaches and the experience of the few players that have experience being at this level of the competition before, right? So it's going to show, just like how you know, it was being mentioned that Mannings took their foot off the gas, whether it's so or not, right? Experience at this stage of the competition is going to count for a lot.
Yeah.
So for me, Cornwall, I'm looking there. Stets, same thing.
So you're going Stets to beat Garvey Massey?
Stets at the business end. Look here.
Wow.
I don't want to go into the Manning Cup, but I'm telling you, it is showing the experience of coaches and players. It will show at this end of the competition.
Hey, Neo, you're in the wrong place, you know, Neo. You need to press on the link, you know, Neo. Neo, you're in the wrong place. Sir Neo, you're in the wrong place. That's why we need you, you know, to add some spice to the nice, Sir Neo. So you know you're in the wrong place. You know, please come over to the right place. Yeah. But big up Military Guna in the building as well. Yeah, man. So you're saying hold on it. You're saying the Sir Max, you have Stets to beat Garvey Massey. Can I say I think Stets have a good team, but I'd be surprised if they beat Garvey Massey. I think from what I've been hearing about this Garvey Massey team, I haven't seen them yet, but I suspect they are a stronger unit than the Stets team. So I would be surprised. I would be surprised, though I know the pedigree of Stets, like I said, going into the latter stages of the competition, they normally pick up. So and I do agree with you though that Cornwall is going to rebound. Unseen, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Somebody sent a text to my phone, we're talking about the game that Manning's played. Hold on. Probably. So he said that Manning's a nice team, have a few weapons. They got a bit arrogant after the 3-0 lead and became very physical and started retaliating and lost focus. The GK exudes confidence. They start retaliating.
Yeah, but I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, they took the foot off the gas because I'm telling you, they have a very nice unit, man. Very nice unit.
They're full of weapons.
Yeah, Neo Oxford is saying right here that Garvey have two good experienced coaches as well. Garden and Chambers are two top coaches. That is Meran Garden. I don't know Chambers' name, but I know Meran Garden.
If you score two, if you score 2 goals and Meran Garden, you win the game. You now come back.
Yeah. As the Fresh God saying, Stets not beating Garvey. They will draw. Whoa. And then McGrath 2. No, Cornwall College 2. Write down Stephen Mitchell score. McGrath 0. Garvey Massey and Stets 1-1. Whoa. Listen, I'm surprised about the scoreline. Especially from... Go ahead, Sir Max.
No, I say a lot of people expecting a draw right there.
That's what I'm surprised about, especially the people out of Clarendon who keep touting that Garvey Massey are going to the final and saying that they're going to draw against Stets. That is going to put them in a predicament to qualify. Because Stets scored 6 on one of the other teams in the zone, which is St. Thomas. And then the final game for Stets will be against who did Garvey Massey beat by 2-0? Who did they beat last game? I know they won by 2. Game slipping. Oh geez. Stets. Let me tell you. Stets, Garvey Massey, and who did they beat? Who did they beat Unseen? Oh, right. From. Yeah, right. They beat From. So here's the issue I have. Like, I think if Garvey Massey draws this game, they put themselves in a predicament. If Stets is going to be in that last game. So they played against From. So Sir Max, what is your score prediction? Garvey Massey versus Stets. Stets to win by how much?
1. It's going to be a Bob Marley. 1 love. Not seeing a lot of goals. If anything, it might be 2 if any, but I'm not seeing a lot. It's going to be tight, but I'm telling you, at this stage, we're going to be seeing it. You see it in the Manning Cup also, you know. I'm telling you, you're going to be seeing a lot of things that at this end, the various coaches that have experience at this level will start to show. Plus the players. A lot of players are going to be, the nerves are going to get to them at this stage. They're going to be, believe me, at this stage, there are some people that are going to be just satisfied to come out of the group, but when they reach the stage, they're going to crack.
I have a very big question that I'm going to ask after this, but let's finish up with the Dacosta Cup because, all right, somebody this I think this is a very Jay Smith says this. Stets will beat Garvey based on that performance against Frome. Even with Frome, keeper getting red card, he's saying that Garvey Massey only defeated them by 2-0.
Tells a lot.
Yeah, so that's a very good point. I didn't even know that the keeper was red carded. Right? Michael Smart, a big up on yourself. JC for the Manning Cup. We soon get to the Manning Cup. Garvey must say beating States 2-1. All right, you're lucky we'll get that. And then I see CC says, Maxwell, we notice you never pick Clarendon. Keep it
No, I
up your.
did. I did. No. No. I mentioned before. No.
Yeah. Yeah, you have
I
Clarendon
did
as
mention before that at this stage
yeah.
earlier that Clarendon has started to show their class. I mentioned that. No. I did.
All right, unseen. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
internet problem
sorry.
a while ago. You
Yeah,
hear me
man.
now?
You see Jay Smith score predictions. So make sure
Alright,
you get those.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's look at the next game. Clarendon College. I think this is a very, very big game. Clarendon College versus Manchester, and Frome versus St. Thomas Technical. This is where we go how good Manchester or how good Clarendon is. This is the game. What say you, Sir Max? And then we hear from Unseen.
One word, Clarendon. Nothing else. Clarendon. At this stage, we're seeing a lot of things with the Clarendon team. They look like they're getting right up to scratch. At the start of the season, I would have said, boy, they didn't look like it, but they are starting to get there. Manchester has a very good team, that has been put together for a number of years. But unfortunately, they still won't cross the hump this year.
Okay, so you're picking Clarendon to beat Manchester. So
Yes.
the wild one coach
Easy.
Reynolds.
Look here. It's easy. At least 2.
Okay. All right. Well, I see here. You're lucky said that Clarendon College 4, Manchester 1.
Not that much. No. Not that much. No.
And then you're lucky says Frome is going to beat St. Thomas Tech by 3-0. And
What was that score?
Frome 3.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. You know that Frome has a very good youngster down there. I think he's the brother of O'Brien Woodbine, the younger brother of O'Brien Woodbine. I think he's the captain down there and a very good youngster. I mean, he was there at 2019 when they advanced, I think, all the way up, I think, to the quarterfinals or the interzone level. He's a very good youngster. I think he's a centre back, but he can play in midfield around the left side. So they have a very decent team. I don't know how they're going to manage now that their number one goalkeeper has been red carded out of the game. So what say you on Spain?
Manchester. When I went to the match again, Manchester versus Magrat, people told me that if Magrat was scoring their chance, the game would be different. So that led me to believe that if Magrat was scoring, the game would be different. And but based on the second half what I watch, I don't see Manchester even scoring a goal on Clarendon. I don't see that at all. So for me, Clarendon 3 over 3.5 goals going to score in Manchester.
Yeah, man. All right, big up talking Port Royal from out there over in St. Thomas over in the east. Known joy for the eastern teams in this year's edition of the Manning, the Dacosta Cup, sorry. But I have a big question, right, for both of you. And then I would love for the panel to, the comment section to chime in on this. Now, my understanding is that the first place teams in the zone, they go to the semifinals of the Dacosta Cup, right? and the second
Yeah.
place teams, they go to play the Ben Francis.
Brent Francis.
That's it, right? So,
Right.
does this mean that if you finish first, you don't get to participate in the Ben Francis? Or is it
No.
first and second?
No, man. I think they change it, you know. His first play for the D Cup and I think Champions Cup. I think second play for Ben Francis. Second and third play for Ben Francis.
Okay,
Third and
so
fourth play for Ben Francis. I don't know how them do it this year. I swear to you, I don't know
no,
how them do it this year. Because
this
there's
year,
nothing published to show.
no, and what I know is that this is going to second and third play for Ben Francis. All right, it has
Yeah, second and third play for Ben Francis.
right. So here's my problem with that, right? I think this is a little bit unfair. I think the two beaten Dakasta Cup semi-finalists should get buys to the semi-finals of the Ben Francis. All right, let me tell you why I said that, people. Here's my reasoning. So I finished first in my zone in the regular season. Let's put it that way. I end up coming first in my zone and I qualify for the semifinals. Right? But I'm a new school. Never been to the semifinal. Watch this. I lose the semifinal of the Dacosta Cup. But a team that finished second in their zone in the regular season, third in their zone in the quarterfinals, still gets a shot to win a title. And I don't. I think they should leave two spaces in the Ben Francis for the beaten semifinalist in the Dacosta Cup. Because they would have been, like I said, they would have finished first in their zone. Because you know what is happening? You could finish second in your zone and win a title, you know, or a trophy, and the team that finished first don't have the opportunity to. What do you think? Am I making sense or is it nonsense? Or is it
Well,
nonsense?
yes, it is making sense because you know when the team when we won Ben Francis Cup, people were talking about that we lost, we won the Losers Cup and stuff like that. We didn't make it to the semifinal, so we are not that good. So yeah, that's the stigma on it. You know, when you win Ben Francis Cup, you're not in the top two or the top four. So I think what you're saying, man, make a lot of sense. I think the beating semifinalists should play
Yeah, do
with some of the
yeah, you're
team.
crazy on TV. Yeah, you're crazy on TV. Man is afraid because man is now in D Cup. Yes, you're the one that's still. All right. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I am saying. So watch this. Cornwall College, right? Garvey Mateo. They finished top in their zone. Let's use the Clarendon team. Veer finished second, and Edwin Allen. Veer and Edwin Allen could go to the finals of the Ben Francis Cup. And Garvey Maceo and Clarendon College don't go to the final of the Dakasta Cup. And they don't make the finals of the Ben Francis Cup. So they don't get the opportunity to win a title when the team that finished second in their zones go home. So who would have had the better season? If
Man.
let's look at this. Hold on, let me ask you this. People, let me ask you this. If Edwin Allen wins the Ben Francis Cup and Clarendon College loses the Dakasta Cup, who had the better season? Why that?
You're right. We need to really find out if Ben Francis is playing this year, because somebody texts me and said there's no Ben Francis. 1 and 2 go to Champions Cup this year. So we need to find out.
Yeah, man, but there's Ben Francis Cup this season.
Okay.
See, thank you, Stephen. I totally agree with your man. Beating the semifinalists should have a shot at the trophy. Right? JC, I totally agree. There you go. So watch this, my favorite word. So watch this. CC. All right. CC, why do you disagree? All right. Quality team don't count Ben Francis. It doesn't have the same meaning. CC don't want Ben Francis Cup. What? I don't agree with that. Sir Maxwell, what are your thoughts on that?
Very much have internet problem.
Yeah, your audio is bad. All right. So here is CC's answer. CC, I understand what you're saying. You look like all right. So watch this. If Manchester, right? I don't want to use that. But CC, oh, so now CC agree with me. Thank you, CC. Thank you, CC. Thank you, CC. Thank you. All right? Because at the end of the day, brethren, we had a year when there was no football.
True.
All right? There was no football. So you two could have had a chance at a trophy. Goes to the Dakasta Cup, you know. Because remember now, if you go to the Dakasta Cup semi-final, you cannot play the Ben Francis Cup. I am saying that shouldn't be the case. It should not be the case. It should not be the case. If I lose the semi-finals of the Dakasta Cup, the team that finished second in my regular season zone should not have the opportunity to win a cup over me. They need to beat me. That is why the teams that finish in the Champions League, like what Brain Drain was saying, if you play in the Champions League, you come down to the Europa League. You realize that?
Yeah, realize, yeah.
Down there, you can the second place team can still win it, but you have to beat me.
Right. That makes sense, man.
And I think the same thing should happen in the Manning Cup. The Walker Cup should not be just the second place team in the zones. All right. Neo, so I've put the link in the comment section, Neo, so that you can also use that link to jump onto the stream, Neo. So I'm also going to pin. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I've pinned it, Neo, so you can jump onto the stream. All right. Let's see if we get Sir Max is here now. Sir Max? We're not hearing Sir Max. All right. I don't know what is wrong with Sir Max. Sir Neo.
How you doing, man?
How you doing? What do you think about my crazy idea first? Well, firstly, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. It's so good to have you. Been a while.
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Big up, Neo. Big up.
Big up, bro.
People, if you want to hear about Mount Pleasant, this is with
schoolboy football time.
Yeah. But so firstly, tell me about my crazy plan that I just came up with. What are your thoughts on it?
I dropped off a while ago, so I wasn't hearing much. What that was the plan about playing in different competitions?
No, the plan is, so I was suggesting that in the Dakasta Cup, the teams that finish first in their zones in the regular season, 2 first place teams are placed in the same zone in the quarterfinal stages. One of those teams will go to so from there you have 4 teams that go to the semifinals of the Dacosta Cup. What Issa has done is taken the second place and the third place teams and put them in the Ben Francis Cup. So my suggestion is, why not take the 2 losing semifinalists from the Dacosta Cup, give them automatic buys to the Ben Francis Cup semifinals?
That's a good idea. But realize over the past couple years, Issa is trying to spread the trophies around. We've seen that because you look at the last Walker Cup and Ben Francis. Not sure if you'd have seen the BB Coke winning a cup or seen St. Catherine winning a cup if it stayed the way it normally is. But I like that idea as well. But I think Issa is moving away from allowing somebody to win a triple or a triple or a double or whatever it is. Your idea works well, but for the development of football and for I put it at the American system, being that you come fifth and you can still win a trophy. I think that's crazy. As it regards to the Walker Cup, you finish what, third and 14 years old, and you get that.
Yeah, that's
That's
the problem.
crazy to me.
I'm saying that the first place team, let's look at let's look at Clarendon College. I just use Clarendon College and Garvey Maceo. All right. So both teams top their zone.
Yeah.
They had Weir and they had Edwin Allen. Imagine if Clarendon and Garvey Maceo get knocked out of the Dacosta Cup. They make it to the semifinal. They get knocked out, so they don't make the final.
Oh, so you're saying they should get a bye to the Ben Francis?
Right, because now Edwin Allen wins. Who had the better season? Did Clarendon who make it to the Dakasta Cup final and semifinals and lose, or Edwin Allen who finished second in that same zone and win a title? Who had the better season?
Well, I get your point as well, and I like that idea a lot. But they will say that if you're the better team in the group and you move on to win the prize that is more prestigious and you lost, that's your bad. So I think we should just simply go back to how it used to be, where when you finish your top two, you advance to both Dakasta Cup and Ben Francis Manning Cup and Walker Cup, and we keep it at that. We are actually awarding teams who get knocked out to go and play for a cup, and I think that's just hilarious.
Exactly my point. That I agree with. Put it back where it was. Giving a team an opportunity to win a trophy. That's
they made. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they changed it because they're saying the teams are playing too many games and stuff like that. But I think playing more games will help their development. And I don't know why they changed the rule. I think playing more games like in the European system, because in Jamaica you don't have the clubs doing this, so we have to use the schoolboy system to develop the athletes. So I think more games will help them to get better.
I don't even know if it's a developmental thing, because who won St. Catherine? St. Catherine was not the best, one of the better teams in the 2019 edition, but they went away with a trophy. That's my point. Like what Nia is saying, there are other teams who top their zones, but because they went on to the Manning Cup semifinal and lost, they never won a trophy. But a team that was not that good, I don't know. That's just my thing. But I agree with you, Neo, that it should go back to how it was.
It's become a losers' cup. That's what we titled it the last season. It's a losers' cup. You lose. You actually have to lose to get into that tournament. No, that's stupid to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone says, if you want to give them a cup, change the name. And the rest, the Ben Francis. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the Dakasta Cup so far? I know you have been watching the games. Yeah. What?
I've seen a lot of teams. I've seen Clarendon. I've seen Cornwall. I've seen William Nib. But a team that stands out to me a lot is Dintil Technical. Why I say Dintil Technical, the one game that I saw for Dintil was against a Donovan Duki coach Charlemont team. Now, why I say that is because when they played, it was a very defensive Charlemont unit. And Dintil was able to be patient. They were able to keep their mental strength until the second half. And then they just blew Charlemont away. Now, at halftime, that game was 0-0. And I know I made a call to someone and I said, hey, Charlemont is holding their own against Dintil. And the person replied, are you aware that on 3 occasions, Dintil has went into a halftime 0-0 and then won the game 4-0? And that you have to give them that. They're able to be patient. They're able to sit back behind the ball, attack when needed, defend when needed. I think personally that they have one of the best goalkeepers in the schoolboy football season this time around. They have some good attacking players. I know they got them from Mount Pleasant Football Academy. So it's a attacking unit that works together. So I know you have the 2 CCs, but I wouldn't even call them a dark horse because they've been to the final the last time around. But Dintil Technical, I think, could win the title and might just win the title.
Okay, so you have Dintil and you think the Clarendon College team is a good unit?
Well, I know. Sir Maxwell said it before about coaching and stuff. You can never, ever, ever count out Lenny Hyde. At some point, Lenny Hyde will find some sort of goods. But the games on Wednesday will show us where we're going to. Clarendon against Manchester. That would be a good match to watch and to see Clarendon if they're able. I know they got past Cornwall. Cornwall has not been the best unit this season, and we know COVID and all that. Yes, but I like to see Clarendon against this Manchester team, and then I can tell if the final might just. I'm not sure how the bracket goes, but I think you could have a Clarendon Dintil final.
All right, I see the Clarendon people are not so happy about this. They said Dintil have to get past Edwin Allen first. Let's see that. They are convinced that Edwin Allen is making it to the semifinals out of that zone.
And they might say that because they had done that in what 4 goals to nil and allowed them to score 3 goals to nil and allowed them to score 3 times and then gave them some nervous heartaches. Yes, we know that. So they might say that because of that. But I saw Clarendon against Edwin in the very, very first game of the season. And I think they're hoping for Edwin because they know Edwin has a mental block when they see Clarendon College. They just can't beat them. So I think they're more hopeful to see Edwin than Dintil.
Oh, they are more hopeful to see Edwin than Dintil?
Yeah, I think so.
But the standout players at Dintil are Gary Mills. Because he was at Mount Pleasant, he was there. I'm surprised that he's played schoolboy football because I think he is good enough to be a professional. So I was surprised, but he has really looked good. And I know the goalkeeper and a couple of others have been there. So what do you make of his play so far?
Well, Gary does have some Premier League caps under his belt for Mount Pleasant, so you are correct. But as I said, this Dintil team going forward looks really, really good. So I'm with Gary, and there are 2 other players. I don't know their name. There are 2 other players, but going forward, Dintil looks really good. Charlie Munt didn't pressure them defensively for me to see exactly how good they look defensively. But I saw a few clips during that game of the goalkeeper, and I know he seems to be very competent. I know him from Mount Pleasant, which is why I'm looking towards Dintil. I saw Clarendon College's goalkeeper, and I think if you look at the man between the sticks, Dintil has the edge. So, and they always tell you defense win titles. So right now, that's why I'm leaning towards Dintil.
All right, so let me ask you now, because you haven't mentioned the school of all schools. That's
Kingston College?
No, no. Talking Mannings. We haven't heard you talk about Mannings. We haven't heard you talk about Jackie Walters' coach Monroe, the Rambo Wedderburn Stets team. Or you have not watched them enough to make any comments on those teams?
To be honest, I saw Stets against Monroe. I drove down to Stets to see that game, and I think Monroe was so elated to beat Stets, and they had Stets for the taking and could only score twice. Allowed Stets to come back into that game. I know when I spoke to the manager Murray, he was saying that, hey, we are missing some players. So I haven't seen the best Monroe as yet. Jackie Walters, big experience coach. But when you compare them, Mannings as well, William Nib as well, when you compare them to who I have seen on 3 occasions, who is Dintil, I just don't see the team to really challenge that Dintil team. But one thing you will always know that these are schoolboys. On the day, anything can happen when it comes on to schoolboy football. But right now, I'll say it again: Clarendon College, Dintil Technical.
But didn't Clarendon College has a player whose leg was broken in the last game. Will that affect them scoring goals and going forward? Because I think he was one of their key players going forward. The goalkeeper, that's who got the penalty in the game against Cornwall College. That centre forward guy whose leg was broken in that game. So he's out.
I heard about that, which is why I said seeing them on Wednesday against Manchester will be a good test for me to actually judge and see can they carry it all the way.
Okay. CC, the man from Clarendon College, but I don't know if he went to Clarendon College. What say you?
Manins, how you answer, man? We're not carrying a name if we're not, we want to go school. Only the town schools, you see them things that happen in the Manins.
Oh, all right. But go ahead.
Yeah,
What,
man.
yeah, man.
Yeah. As I said, oh, listen, didn't till for the past couple of seasons I've had a good team, but them unfortunately them run up in our machine a year time. So it's just happened that, as I said, based on everything. Remember, Dintil hasn't conceded a goal as yet, but that can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing because a lot of the times, for example, Clarendon College, we weren't really playing all that well, but we had a bad game. Our bad game was that Glenmore game where we got the 1-0. So if you really look into it, sometimes you have these games in the season where you get a kick in, where you get a kick, where you realize, say, all right, this is it. So sometimes you don't want to, as I said though, I tell you already in the minds, I expect CC and Edunalin to go through, both of their zones, right?
No, it's only one team coming out of the zone.
No, I'm saying CC from their zone and Edunalin from their zone.
Okay.
But there's a reason why I was saying to you the Edunalin team because I said to you that there are a group of guys that plays for Edunalin. That me I watch them look out there play ball for them 8-year-old man and come a ball ground come kick ball and until them start get proper training 9, 10, 11-year-old them a play. So like the other day when I see a couple of them and my friend and my virgin are telling me say, oh yeah man are the same. So I say really? Then I realize say that is the reason why you can realize that development from an early stage, you really can see it shows. Because Edunalin has never been at this stage for a while right now. And it's on the back of those young men. They realize say, oh, yeah, when you realize that the development and when players are introduced to the game from early stage and the fact that they have been playing together for a while.
Yeah.
The fact that they have been playing together for a while. So I mean, as I said, the business end, we see how it go, but as we say, we have CC Edunalin. Mannings in one zone way. Mannings is in a zone that a Mannings will come out based on how much the zone set up. But other than that, now, Dintil, yeah, Mannings, all right, like I said, Dintil, Mannings, CC Edunalin.
No, Edwin Alina and Dintil can come out the same because they are in the same zone. Is that a Dintil or
Sorry, wrong. Is Edunalin and Dintil in the same zone? It's not Golavi. Yeah. Listen, Edunalin will come out of this zone. Because guess what happened, Mannings, man? Edunalin go blank, Christiana. So the game, it will depend. Tomorrow, it's tomorrow's game that's going to determine who comes out. Because I think Edunalin and Dintil will draw that game. So it's how much goals scored tomorrow will determine who will go through the zone. So depending on how Edunalin beats Christiana and what happens in Dintil's game, they're going to draw their final game. So it depends on tomorrow's game.
We'll see. All right, you're not taking that at all, but we will get to you. But unseen, somebody's asking if that is a Dintil jersey that you're wearing.
This is a cricket jersey.
Oh,
this
there's
is jersey. Send Catching Association.
Okay, all right, boss. There we
All right. I'm to the CC. See, somebody sent a message. The captain for Edunalin won the Dacosta Cup with CC 2019.
Yeah, man, a three CC former players that Edunalin, I think. Yeah, I think them are 3 players.
So the person's foot is not broken; it's badly bruised.
Oh, it's badly bruised. All right, I see. It's out here, but I did hear that if it is badly bruised, but they say he's up and running. So it is what it is. But that's what. Yeah.
And next thing, man, is one with CC.
No, but let me take that back because if it's not broken, I don't want to say that. But that is what the reports that I got said it was. But if it is not, that's good to know because we don't want to hear that happening to any player.
I want to ask CC a question.
Why?
CC, have you watched Dintil play before?
if I watched Dintil play
Yes, from the season start.
from season,
Yes.
no, not honestly no.
Oh, you give Edwin Allen the win over Dintil.
No,
Yeah,
I never said Edwin Allen I got beat Dintil, you know. I said Edwin Allen will draw with Dintil. I don't watch Dintil game. I go watch Dintil tomorrow. I will watch Dintil tomorrow. But I've watched Edwin Allen. So did I say Edwin Allen will
All I'm
win
saying honestly is that maybe after watching Dintil tomorrow, he will change his mind. That's what.
Okay, but I will say something.
Remember, I said the game will draw weekend, you know. That's what I said.
So for me, that game a weekend with Edwin Allen, somebody's going to win, and I think Dintil is going to win.
All right, Neil, you hear that? The man says that. But somebody's asking, Crazy Yard TV is asking, ask this man why so many more players are played SBS schoolboy football. Because I know that there's also Hodges at Ocheria side. There is Chang down at BB Coke. So a few of them are out there, and many others. Yeah, so that's his question. Yeah.
I have no comment at this time.
That's a good one.
And I'll wait for a Manning Cup question.
All right. So with that being said, listen. I mean, I think we have covered the Dakasta Cup. I think some of the games, the Garvey Massey Stets game, whoever wins that comes out of the group. Monroe, Clarendon College, Manchester, whoever wins that comes out of the zone. Edwin Allen, Dintil, whoever wins that, none of those games are going to be drawn because they determine who comes out of the group. And I think that's how we're going to know when those teams play. I know Manchester and Clarendon play tomorrow, so we're going to know that. I think it's
that's on Wednesday.
So on Wednesday, we're going to know that. All right. The other games, I think we're going to have to wait until the weekend because I don't agree with CC that they're going to only need the game going to be drawn. I don't think if Dintil know they need a certain amount of goals to go through, or Edwin Allen knows that game is going to end in a draw.
And his man Dintil don't draw games, and they're going to score, and they don't concede.
Simple as that.
And this Edwin Allen team will concede so much goal this season, I can't see Dintil not scoring.
No, but a draw game doesn't mean 0-0, you know.
And I can't see Edwin Allen scoring more than one. And I see Dintil scoring at least 2.
Listen, remember, you know, a lot of times I watch Chelsea, and Chelsea never conceded 6 goals in 15 games. All of a sudden, it's 9 goals in 3 games.
Where is the game playing? The Dintil Edwin game. Where is it playing?
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson.
Not Dintil home ground, that man.
Home field. listen, CC.
I guess that's an Edwin fan.
Unseen have to run around the yard right now. So let's move on.
More question. Who have Edwin Allen conceded goals to?
How many goals did they concede to Clarendon College?
Which teams minus Clarendon College out of the equation.
Didn't everybody in this one score on them?
Minus Edwin Allen out of the conversation.
No, but didn't the other teams in this zone score on them?
Which other team?
Who else was in that zone? Because
Claude Mackey is in this zone. Lennon is in this zone. Lennon not score upon them.
Did they beat Lennon?
Them beat Lennon plus them draw with Lennon. Lennon not score upon them.
Okay.
Glenmore score on them?
Or the Glenmore game go, because them beat Glenmore, you know. And I don't recall Glenmore scoring a goal.
Oh, somebody saying that they only concede against CC.
So at the end of the day, you know. No, I'm saying even the games that they conceded against CC.
So you say only Clarendon College that scored against them.
So you mean Clarendon scored 9 times on them?
7 times, man. 7 times.
Goals against 9, so they conceded goals somewhere else then.
They conceded goals. They conceded goals. They
They
conceded
lost
one
3-2.
against
They lost
Cardmatic.
3. Denby scored on Edwin Allen 2-1.
Yeah. Them and the big score them score against Cladmackay. But I'm just saying that
Did them beat
even
them? Did
No, Denby scored. They beat Denby 2-1. So Denby scored
they
on them.
only lost to Clarendon College.
Oh, so one other team scored on them then. It's not Clarendon.
Denby.
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 Okay.
But they only lost to Clarendon College.
9 goals is a lot still.
How many
But
goals
yes.
did Tintil concede? CC, you know that?
Zero. Them not concede nothing, man. It's gonna tell you they don't concede anything.
While scoring 17 times.
Yeah, they not concede anything, but them are gonna concede weekend.
All right, anyway, all right, let's go over to the Manning Cup because I know Neo is anxious to speak about the purples because seeing that's where he's so let's start there. Neo, I mean, I saw a comment earlier. I hope this person is still in the chat and they said that KT is going to beat KC. I saw that earlier. I can find it and bring it up so you can know this person by name.
That person must come from St. Thomas.
But what say you?
It's been an interesting season. It's really been an interesting season. I have been able to watch at least 20 Manning Cup matches so far. I've seen KC on 4 occasions. I've seen JC on 4 occasions. I've seen Kingston Technical on 3 occasions. I mean, I've seen everyone. I'm a bit sad that Camperdown is out because they were playing some good football. But I can call it already. JC KC final. It's been that way from before the season got underway. And we just have to wait on these smaller teams to fall out now, and then we can get to the final another day.
I like the smaller teams to fall out. They can't get to the final.
Mine Leng surprise JC, Mine Leng Sorachik and JC,
Leng. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, it's possible for Stats to score, but looking at Philip Williams' team, it's a very young team, right? That team is going to be a killer team next year and the year after. I am not sure that Stats has the mental fortitude to block out JC for 90 minutes. And I think that's where the issue might be for that game tomorrow. I think Stats can hold them out, but can they hold them out for 90 minutes? I just don't think so.
Just remember the coach, Remember the coach is he defends well, his team defends well. And he knows to set up his team defensively. And they have a little player named Omar Leng and the other Omar who can, score a 1 goal and steal the win. So you can't really talk it like that,
Well, I have seen this JC team. I have seen this JC team get better. I saw them in the very first game of the Manning Cup. I've seen them beat Team 7-0, and I saw them just the other day against Mona. They had to tough out that 2-0 win. They soaked up so much pressure. Mona should have scored, and I would have loved to see Mona score to see how JC reacted to that, but it didn't happen. So I do think you are correct that if Stats are able to score, I'm not sure how JC would react. I know CC said it earlier that when you concede a goal, it can change a lot. And that's true, but I just think this JC team will not lose to Stats. I can't see that happening.
Okay, so is it the game then? Is it the decider, the Stats versus Mona game?
For the second place, yes, I think so. I think the Stats versus Mona game will be a very interesting game. But I'll also have to wait on tomorrow as well. Why I say that? Because Stats and Mona and St. Catherine played to a nil-all draw already. And that was a game that either side could have taken it. I know I read an article just today about Anthony Patrick saying St. Catherine starting slow in a lot of their games this season. He's hoping that can change. Their backs are against the wall. And I just think I can't call that game. I will never call that Mona St. Catherine game. I'll wait to see where that goes. But I do think it will be Stats and JC coming through that zone.
So you see Stats and JC Going okay. Wow, that's interesting. What say you, Unseen?
Well, for me, I will call that game. I will call that game. I think St. Catherine is the mentality is gone now. I don't think they have the toughness really, scrape out a win. And Mona get a lot of ammunition from England. The Peralta and the other person there. Do you remember his name? The
Xander
midfielder.
Bignell.
Yeah, Bignell and stuff like and those players. So I think Mona will get a win. The high press, if the high press them like how the high press JC and score, they're going to win that game.
Okay, that will be interesting because how it is setting up, if that were to happen, you know that Mona and KC would play the semifinals. That was the first game.
Mannings.
That would be nice.
I'm just suggesting that is how the semifinals would go still, But go ahead.
Mannings, you realize that the bigger, older, stronger teams tend to win. So that's why when a lot of times persons are saying, for example, a JC and a KC, a JC and KC to me have the edge over the other teams because they realize that Stats is young, Mona Mona is young. A lot of the teams that's what
Mona is not young.
Mona is not young.
Well, based on the information coming from the technical director, the team is young. The technical director says he have players that can play next 2 years. So what do you call that?
Well,
One and two players don't mean the team is young.
10 players. 10 players.
No, he said that 10 players could have played this year and they shoot and they...
No, the man said he has 10 players that can play the next 2 years. And see, they're not listening to what the man said. So they're telling. So I'm saying that the bigger, stronger, older JC is the bigger, stronger team right now in the competition.
JC? No, KC.
Yeah, KC, sorry. But JC is second behind KC in that department. Mannings, look at you now go win Manning Cup. I just saw it go. And even Dakasta Cup. Little boy now in the competition. As in when we are dealing with some type team will have a young star general in the team. They're not going to win.
No, but even with the teams that are young, the leaders of the team are not young. They're old.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying that when I look at it, if the core of the team, where even if you have a leader that is not young, but the core of the team is young, they're not going to win. Remember me I tell you that they're not going to win. They're not going to win. Remember, it happened with KC, where KC had a very good team, but they were young. And they gained maturity, and then they came and won the tournament.
Okay.
So we see it all the time.
All right, I hear you.
Look at this. This Georges team that we see get beaten a couple times. 2 years from now, are based on the team that they're bringing, if they retain most of these players, they're trying to see what they can do.
Yeah, but you can't measure. I don't measure it like that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Stats is also young. Excelsior is young.
But Stats not going to win it.
No, what I'm saying is that, all right, so follow me. Remember now, you're talking about the youthfulness of the team. All I'm saying is that St. George's was young and they suffered. Stats and Excelsior are young and they progressed. So you can't really look at it.
Yeah, but you will progress to a point in the Mannings. That's not that. Remember Manning Cup have little.
Like excuse
remember Manning Cup have probably 1 dozen teams. Manning Cup not really have no much team in the Mannings. And when they spread it out, they don't have that much quality teams. When I really look at it, so they don't have enough teams already, and they don't have that much quality teams.
Do you realize that George's team is a team that won Pepsi 2 years ago?
Exactly.
And the Calabar team is the exact team that won Colts 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So based on your argument earlier that when you develop a team, that's the same Pepsi team 2 years ago. We think Georgia should be playing football now. Because you said you watch Eddie Allen boys from their 8. You can't tell me say you win Pepsi 2 years ago and you concede 7 and 8. Nah, brother.
No, but look,
They're just excuses, CC. Sure.
CC, you're making excuses for these coaches to use.
No, I mean,
Using age, because all these coaches using age for the excuse. None of them look at you said that
Yeah.
it's 16 and 15-year-old player playing. That's why Dintil outplay him. You understand me? So stop making these excuses for these coaches.
So let's jump over to the
Yeah,
other zone, which is the JC, the zone. Well, we spoke about KC, and who is going to come out with KC from that group?
There are other teams in that group.
You know what is a KC one for really what I'm saying, yes.
I never know there. I never know there are other teams in that group.
There is a Charlie Smith. There's a KT that the man says is supposed to beat KC.
Hey, KC and Excelsior can come out of that group.
Yeah. So you think
Yeah, man.
you think KC can beat KT with Aldridge?
KC will win the next two remaining matches in this group. KC will win the semi-final, and then when it come down to the final, we see what can happen. Because a final is always
I know you don't speak
unpredictable.
about the semifinals if you should meet Mona in the semifinals.
Right now, I just think the levels that JC and KC is playing, I don't see any team challenging those two teams until the final. I mean, the level Christopher Pearson is on. If you can show me a next schoolboy footballer playing at that level right now,
Yes,
with that
I can.
Oh,
Zemin is from JC.
well, would you class Jimenez as a schoolboy footballer who has played 85% of Harborview games in the last Premier League season?
Is Gary Mills a schoolboy footballer?
Well, he played but I wouldn't compare Gary to Art. Let me change my argument. Show me a next attacking midfielder playing as composed, as comfortable, as mentally strong as Christopher Pearson right now. The closest thing is Duncan McKenzie from JC.
I think Duncan McKenzie is probably at the same level. Because listen, Duncan McKenzie looked supreme and superb in his last game.
Duncan McKenzie is the best for me.
There you go. I think they are very close in terms of those up there. Both of them. I think they're two very nice players. I can understand one saying Pearson is better, but if an expert says Duncan McKenzie is better, I wouldn't argue with them. But they're
I wouldn't argue either, because I've been playing with Duncan from he was like 8, 9, and 10, because we both play at Real Mona together. So I've been playing with him for a while, so I know his capabilities. But I still also think that Pearson has a next level to go.
Yeah.
Right? I think Pearson has a next level to go, and we are waiting to see it. I would love to see a final with JC and KC where Duncan is at 100% and Pearson is at 100%, and then every football fan will get a dream game.
I want to tell you this. There is a player who came on. He is a number 6. He's a holding midfielder for Jamaica College. Oh geez.
Number 6.
Yeah, man. He came on in the game when the number 5 got yellow carded in the last game. They made 2 substitutions. They changed.
Are you talking the holding midfielder?
Right, Blake. Is it Blake?
Yeah, that's Kemar Daly's nephew.
That is, listen, that player.
Come on, big ball of that. Big.
That player is the best holding midfielder in the league. He just has not shown the quality yet. And I think if Duncan McKenzie and Tariq Jimenez has a good game, and that goalkeeper that they have named Simmons in that goal holds his own, it will be a tough team for KC to get past. In my opinion.
Boy, I don't have that much confidence in the JC keeper. I've seen him from Wolmer's. I know he's very confident, but there are some mistakes that he makes a lot. So if he does show up, that's what I said. If both teams show up and give 100%, it's going to be a crazy game of football.
Yeah. Yeah, but here is Maxwell saying Mackenzie and Pearson, two completely different players. Then he says, and this is Maxwell again, Mackenzie can school Pearson. CC, I know you don't know much about the Manning Cup because these guys writing off everybody else. Excelsior is written off, Stats is written off.
But I saw Everdeen a while ago said that I think Casey alone playing. You can just remind us I said Excelsior are going to come through as well.
Yes, sir. Hello. When we telling the mornings, I just want our school get through our little D cup and
No. What do you mean?
my school. I know we can see who coming at the Manning Cup. Really and truly, I want KC win the Manning Cup because we have them give one little beating in the Champions Cup. I don't know how we lose the brother. I don't know how on earth we lose the game after we have played such. Not that game specifically, but I don't know how we end up going to lose. That is our worst game to date for the past 3 years. The worst game for the past 3 seasons. So it's just that. But then again, we have JC to it, but JC did beat we a longer time, 1-0 in the Oliver Shield. But we get back the revenge because we beat them in a Champions Cup. But as I said, the Manning Cup team, them more really want to look for a couple of games in the week here, but you know, through work have me away sometimes. Can't even. But more look for a couple of the Manning Cup team games.
Man is my start question. It's a very good question.
Yeah, that's why I put it up because I want to
Very good question.
Well, if you heard me mention that KC will win these games in the second round easily, they will go to the semi-final and should win. And then I also said in the final anything can happen. And if you put that in the conversation and remember that I said that Dintil should go to the D Cup final, that would mean that those are two finalists who would play in a game, so anything can go.
Listen,
right? I'm not saying that KC will win easily, and I'm not. What I'm saying is that I personally think that if KC playing at their best, JC playing at their best, Dintil playing at their best, can beat any team.
Question: who has Dintil faced?
Who what?
Who are the teams that Dintil faced?
So,
I really.
You have to be too in front of you still, but go ahead.
No. Mannings, remember, located, make the zone in the Mannings. So at the end of the day, if it's battle up and catch you play against, it's battle up and catch you play against.
No. Hold on. All right. So hold on. So you're saying that Clarendon College played tougher teams than what?
Yes.
Than what Dintil play? Who are the
Clarendon Zone? Clarendon Zone as Glenmuir, as Lennon, as Edwin Allen has been playing well. That is three teams. That is three teams.
Didn't Charlie Mount go to Ben Francis Cup thing there last season? Last time
2018 we won Ben Francis Cup.
What type of Ben Francis was that?
What kind the same Ben Francis that Clarendon won before?
No, it's not the same Ben Francis that Clarendon won.
Even Neo can tell you about that 2018 team.
I'm asking you what type of Ben Francis was that?
What do you mean?
It doesn't really matter what you want to call it. We won Ben Francis.
It's not one Ben Francis. Could Clarendon College win that Ben Francis? Could Clarendon College have challenged for that Ben Francis?
I agree with Unseen. Clarendon College would have played tougher opponents this season so far.
That is what I'm saying.
Clarendon
College has played tougher opponents.
So let's look at that. Hold on, Unseen. So let's take it this way. So in the Mannings group, we talk about tough opponents. You have Frome, won the Dakasta Cup already. What do you mean when? Frome has won the Dakasta Cup more than
I know they have won it.
No, just follow me. Rossies won the Dakasta Cup several times. All right. Godfrey Stewart won the Dakasta Cup. All those teams, including Petersfield in the last edition, along with Mannings, been to quarterfinals. All right. Isn't that then people could say that was a tougher zone? Monroe State's BB Coke, couldn't people say that was a tough zone? With Lakovia, when they look at how the results were, it's kind of hard to
Yeah,
measure it
but
like
we were just comparing between Clarendon and Dintil. We weren't going
Yeah,
further into other zones.
but even so,
Yeah.
man is using some history thing. Godfrey Stewart, when last Godfrey Stewart was good, when them have the guy
And
in call
and
Robert,
remember that
Manings.
I said that Dintil based on seeing them play at Donovan Duki coach defensive team. And I went further to say I have to see them again, but seeing them against a Donovan Duki team that was well defensive for them to break down, that shows that they have the attacking prowess to score on anyone.
But that was a crazy tactics though to play against, didn't you?
So you have to always listen to everything that I'm saying, because I see people judging me about the KC thing. I said that for just listen to the points that I'm making. That when I say Dintil, it's because I've seen them play against a coach that I know has a defensive tactic. Now, when you can break down a team like that, then you have to give them some part of the edge.
People.
And I saw Maxwell comments as well. KC will demolish anybody who comes in their way right now. Now.
Neo, not because your group is competitive doesn't mean that the teams in there are better than other teams in other groups.
What do you mean unseen? Unseen.
Because I'm asking a question now, CC.
Here's what this person says. Glenn Muir, Edwin Allen, Lennon could beat anybody in Dintil zone. I disagree with that.
Listen, Mannings, man.
I disagree with that.
I'm asking CC a question. Over the last 3 years, what have Glenmore won?
What has From won? That Mannings man.
I asked about Glenmore. What has Glenmore won? What has Lennon won over the last 3 years? What have
Edwin Allen?
When since Lennon got to the group?
To beat Dintil. What has Edwin Allen won in schoolboy football?
Yes. Over the last 3 years, Charlie Mount, Dintil, Magrat, I go through the group, I go semi-final, I win Ben Francis Cup.
When last has Edwin Allen been in the quarterfinal?
But it's a jump for Edwin Allen. Why I never jump for Edwin Allen? No, you say Margaret. Listen, what I'm saying to you, unseen. The Ben Francis that Charlie Mount win, you can't count that, brother. You can't count that. Is schoolboy football. Issa reduce the cup to nothing. Issa reduce the validity of the cup.
No.
Unseen, but it's just fact.
Listen to me now. Listen to me. Ask me about the Charlie Mount team 2018. You watch that.
Yeah, but Master Unseen, if the better teams were in that Ben Francis that year, you think Charlie Mount would win?
I beat Lennon in the semi-final, you know. At the Ben Francis, you know. One love, you know.
Hey, I'm not talking about no Ben Francis. That's a loser's cup. I don't want to talk about a cup you have to lose to get into.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying, Neo, is that the Clarendon team that I beat, where they reached not the losers cup, it was semi-final, they couldn't even make it to the final. So that's what I'm saying. So, you are gonna say now the group tougher than the St. Catherine group. You can't beat me.
I am waiting. I am patiently waiting on the day that Dakasta Cup reach to just like Manning Cup where you draw your zone. Because I'm getting tired of every year watching the same teams play everybody. It should even be a Cornwall, Middlesex and Surrey thing where if you're in a Surrey, you have to go there and play.
Listen, you just hit the nail on the head. I said it the other day, said that I think they should have like a Cornwall, Middlesex, Surrey thing, because this thing where, for example, they tried it with Clarendon Zone. They have Alston, some other teams. They tried many teams, them rotating at the zone, but the problem is Clarendon is better than all them team there in a Clarendon. So in a sense,
I want them to mix St. Elizabeth with the Manchester Clarendon zone. Them three.
I think that is the best thing to do.
Make CC go play Stets.
Make CC play Stets and money
in the first round.
Because it's unfair at this point in time. Just look at it, Neo. Just look at it. Every time the zone comes, CC automatic. to go through.
Yeah, because
matter how you see them.
they're not playing anybody. That is so true.
CC, man. I get a message. So do you hear the message now? A man tells me say if Ducky team played that deeper, everybody would end up in the goal.
Yeah, but maybe Duki is using the something that he has, the players at his disposal. So when Duki was coaching Clarendon College, he never played that way.
Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with parking the bus. It was effective for 45 minutes.
All
Right? It took it. And if he drew that game, it would be a different thing we're talking about right now because Ocherius lost their last game and that 1 point to that carry Charlie Mount through.
Yeah.
So nothing is wrong with parking the bus when you're playing better teams.
All right, watch this person. The man say any team of the Clarendon zone in the top 4 will be a serious contender to get in the semi-final of the Deco. How am I going to agree with this? Because you're saying, all I'm saying is that you have not watched the teams. So you look at Lennon in Clarendon, you probably watch a game where you know the persons. So you have seen that team. You have not seen other teams play, but yet you're going to say, because it's a tough zone, this team would beat and all of the other teams in every other zone and go to the come on, Stephen. We can't reason like that.
All right, look at it like this, though, Mannings. William Nib. Oh, me or some people that come and talk about William Nib is flying high. William Nib not play nobody.
Fine. All right, watch this.
Notice what happened to William Nib.
Watch this now. But that's William Nib. I'm saying that you're saying that is William Nib, but there are other teams. Stats, for example.
Other teams that play ball, man. Stats that play ball. Other teams.
What these persons are saying is that any other team, any of the top 4 teams in the Clarendon zone would beat Stats. I
believe so.
That's what I'm saying. How do you come to that conclusion?
Listen, even Clarendon College probably would have struggled again. It's Stats. Remember at the end of the day, when you're playing these matches, you have history in these matches too, man. There's history in the matches, For example, a CC versus Stats. No matter how Stats look like them no good, brother, or Stats, there's something all the while with CC versus Stats. CC barely beats Stats, in recent times,
But that's the time.
So you have history too. You have to think about that too, man.
Watch a game with Manchester and Clarendon because that may change your mind about like a Lennon being able to beat Manchester or Edwin Allen. Sometimes you have to see other teams. The same thing, like I'm saying that a lot of people have not watched Mannings. So not because I need Mannings, not watch them. It's just like me. I'm going to say what I say because guess what? I know that they have had these guys. They have had like almost like 60 guys at the school in their school football program.
Why, Mannings, man, if Mannings can win the cup, man, come at town and buy anything where you want.
Listen, remember we have a Mount Pleasant player down there that is a big defender.
Well, I'm wondering
big defender.
If Mannings had Godfrey Stewart, but that Godfrey Stewart team was different still. Mannings, I remember the guy. Where is him now? The guy from Godfrey Stewart. I think they call him Robot or something.
Dwayne, guy. He's not playing football. In coaching now overseas.
Hey, Mannings, you see that brother? That brother was a monster. I tell you, that brother was a monster, man. And them time the Learman and them guys couldn't get past him, master.
Go ahead, Unseen. You were going to say something.
Yeah, I was saying, why near dealing with Manning's team like that,
No, don't worry, we like to be seen this way. All I know is that if I win tomorrow, let me say this: when I win tomorrow,
who you playing tomorrow?
Sad Grove.
Who?
Sad Grove.
Sad Grove.
Hey, if Happy Grove winning or Mannings?
No, you will tell me something. Look what schoolboy football come to. Mannings and Happy Grove. In the second round, I talk about a semi-final spot.
Happy
Grove, no.
Happy Grove not talking about semi-final spot. Mannings talking about semi-final. But listen, come on. People remember that when Glenmore defeated me the last time, with Dwayne Carr. You remember when Dwayne Carr was the keeper from Manning? And we lost to Glenmore. I don't want to get into how that game ended and the official and all of those things.
Dwayne Carr. Who is Dwayne Carr? The name sound familiar.
Big
Keeper,
goalkeeper, man.
something man, big national keeper, man.
Yeah.
You mean old man Dwayne Carr?
I from way back them time. The
Come on, is that so far back you gone, man?
I'll give you 1 year. Remember.
Manins, man.
Huh?
When I hear Dwayne Carr, I couldn't believe say a goalkeeper national Dwayne Carr. Yeah,
man, you remember Linval Dixon?
Who is Linval Dixon?
Big national Clarendon College baller, man. World Cup 98 World Cup baller. Clarendon College big defender.
So after that, you guys remember, like, this is what I said it because even last year, remember that last year, Mannings were right up there, brother. Last year, try to remember that. You guys not remembering?
And then what happened?
Semi-final.
Last year?
Who made last? No, not last year, man. You know what I mean, man.
And then what happened then?
I don't know what I mean.
Who are the teams in the semi-finals of the Dakasta Cup in 2019?
10 minutes, I don't remember. It was so long ago.
CC beat Magra.
Cornwall College.
I think Dintil
and CC go final.
Yeah, but at who Dintil beat?
Cornwall College.
Oh, so what man
I was in the quarter.
Manins, you're in what?
We're in the
interzone in the
no, the quarterfinals. There was
not even losers cup them could have win.
Quarterfinal. Hey, man.
All right, here's this.
I was talking to doing
commentary. Manning School will definitely be in the final of the Dakasta Cup. Thank you very much.
No, is another past student this morning.
Mannings, when you come out of your zone, now, who you playing in the semi-final?
Out of my zone? You don't. I mean,
Dintil, man.
If I play Dintil,
dead.
What?
Dead guy. Dead.
What? What?
Yo, this is when is that them time that overage player did I play for God first?
Yeah, you see, no, I'm going to the semifinals. Man, I say I get the easiest way to the semifinals.
Yeah, man, it seemed like as a Man City conspiracy.
I did not put myself in that zone. I did not put myself in that zone.
I raffle some zone, man, because it's like a some Man City conspiracy.
Remember, USA MLS team are in Jamaica looking for you December 18 to 21.
Mannings, how old is that Mannings team now?
Average age is 16.
The average age is 16.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at your zone this year, and I was hoping that you say you had an older team, because that would mean that Rossies was very poor this year.
No, we beat everything here, man. Listen, we beat everything. We don't lose a game, people. We only dropped 2 points so far now.
But that means that this same Mannings team should come back next year, right?
Yeah, that's what I keep telling you guys. Unless, I mean, we have a couple. We probably
can't have a team that can come back next year and think you're going to win this year, man. Little boy time now.
Me tell Mannings, you know.
See, man. Comedy Central, me call him, you know.
Nah, man, it's a big man football time now, man. Just be glad for the experience where man is going to get this year and come again next year.
On a serious note, though, you see, this is why I think this is one of the vital points I think you guys touched on and been saying, like with Gary Mills and those guys who play in the JPL, right? I believe that is why I believe that if you get the guys in the teams get the guys in the system from under 10, from there like 9, 10, 11, 12, you see the level of football that they will be playing when they are representing the national under 17 team is a total different Because if you realize, look at the level that they're playing in Manning Cup right now, and look at Dakasta Cup, and judge how long have they been in a part of those Premier League setups. See, so that is the reason why I think if you get them from their younger, incorporated into the system, like a group of like 23, if you can incorporate it into the system. Remember, we have 12 teams, man, in the National League. We have 12 teams. Imagine 12 teams and you have like 23 players. That's about 200 and something players. That pool of 200 and something players playing from the age of 8 to the age of 17, 18. That 10-year what a core players playing coming up.
Hey, listen, all right, good point. Ron Davis, please let us know where the players can go between the 18th and the 21st, to be seen by the USA and the MLS. If you know where that is going to happen. Man say money is pay money. Listen, hey, one thing I know is that in the years of money school doing sport, we rather not win than be dishonest. We have never ever in any sport from 1738, you know that over 300 years, been in any problems with any run competition in Jamaica. It's a school of class and integrity. Why, Unseen?
I'm sitting here and hearing people talking about Gary Mills. Gary Mills is not the best player in the Intil team, you know. He's not even the best attacking player in the Intil team. The captain of the Intil is one of the best players in the Intil team, and that's Russell. He's scoring the goals, you know, put his team up there first, tackling well, linking up with the back line and everything, and him score the scissors kick against Charlie Mount. Gary
Mills assist.
Yeah, but Gary Mills in the last game against Cristiano, Gary Mills I got 10 chances and only score 1.
How much a game finish?
4.
Well, this one was good enough.
No, but they already win with the 3.
Then we miss 100 more then.
He's not the best player. Yeah, but another player there.
What I'm trying to say, Unseen. What I'm trying to say.
That's my opinion, though. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I understand, but I remember, as I said before, a lot of times we see even Kaim Paris, them and Lamar Walker, and I'm saying that if these players are in the system, when my 7, 8 year old, by the time them reach 16, 17, the level that Gary Mills is hot right now might be a different level, as in he would have been at the level that something that Lamar was back then would have been at different level. So that is just what I'm saying. If you notice the difference when they go to play in the Premier League, even though some persons might not rate the Premier League highly, but when they go and come back to schoolboy football, you can see that it's a different level. So it's just one of those things that I think, even if you have schoolboy football, like the players should still be in that system. That's where you get the development from. Schoolboy football now is for the recreational, and you expound the talent. You just show the talent. But that is where I think the development lies.
You can't really say schoolboy football and a whole. You have to say some school.
No, schoolboy football and all I'm saying is recreational.
No, you can't say that.
Yeah, man, it's recreational.
No, I remember saying enough ball from schoolboy football go straight in a big club in Europe, you know. So
which big club in straight from without a national league? Not more than one.
Of course.
Which more than one? Tell me more than one.
2 of them.
Oh,
Biggs from
you're going to tell Ronaldo Biggs and Peter
Yeah.
McGregor.
I know I'm going to say Peter McGregor, but I'm saying, all right.
Ronaldo Biggs. I mean, those are exceptions. That is not
Exceptions. Those are exceptions.
No, but what I'm saying though, CC, it can be more. It's just about sports management people.
But question. Did Peter McGregor play Major League?
I don't know about that.
Mannings, did Peter McGregor play Major League?
Major League. He didn't play Premier League. That I know.
No, I know that he didn't play Premier League, but some of these ballers play Major League as well.
Major League is semi-professional and maybe
No, but I'm saying that in the Major League, you have players who used to play Premier League and you have players who used to play in the Money Cup and
Yeah,
that.
but a schoolboy team beat up major league team all the while.
Depends on the major league team.
Me beat up school big major league team. Charlie Moore.
But which team is? But I say, which team is it? Which team is it?
This conversation is all I'm saying is that there are advantages and disadvantages. Where I'm at is that the truth is, the schools, if the school develop players, fine, but it should not be their responsibility because it will happen every now and then. I think when a player is very talented, he goes to the school, he learns certain rudiments to do that, but it has to be within the framework of the club or the federation that does that. I don't think it should be left up to the school to do that. That is not the purpose of school. If it happens, bless God, but it shouldn't be. And every now and then you're going to find something exceptional out of the ordinary happen. But in terms of what ought to be systematic, it has to be done through a professional club setting that takes the players at their youngest age and bring them through a system all the way through. But I want to thank my guest tonight for being on the platform. CC, Comedy Central. You understand me? Bless up, bless up, bless up. He has his channel, I think it's called CC Sports Lab. Please check it out. Hit the subscribe.
Sports Lab.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button over there if you have not yet. Listen, people, I always tell you, no matter how many channels you subscribe to, it doesn't do you any harm. So don't be a loyalist to any one platform. You can subscribe to all the platforms and show people love. You don't have to be on them all the time, but you can show them that. Unseen Sport has it as well. So, subscribe to his platform. And I see Neo, where can the people find you? We're closing out. Where they can they find you online, or they have to check out Rena's Academy?
All over the place. Rena's Academy, Jamaica's first and only female football academy, but Sports of Jamaica on social media.
Okay.
Man.
He's also on the Mount Pleasant. I'm always putting out information on Mount Pleasant. How many new faces we can expect to see at Mount Pleasant? Is it? We heard that there's an Alan Otti over there, and there is a one called Ricardo Morris over there as well. And hear that there's a couple of more faces over there. There is what's the name of that other footballer? I heard that there was at one point there was a Omar Richards over there training.
Well, we announced three already. We announced Ricardo Morris, we announced Alan Otti, and we announced Cleon Price.
Cleon Price, yes.
There will be more coming, so just stay tuned to the social media pages for that.
Kiki is playing at Mount Pleasant, right?
Which Kiki is that?
Paul Wilson.
We will announce a few more later this week, so you can stay tuned to the social media pages.
I heard that Willis was there too, and Omar Reed. You will announce more later?
We will announce more transfers this week, so stay tuned to the social media pages for more information later.
We have financial fair play out there, because Mount Pleasant have about 23 transfers.
That won't.
Have you seen other teams' social media? There's a lot of transfers going on in this transfer window.
I see a team the other day with 12 players.
Harborview. But a lot of those came through their ranks, though. So to be fair to them, and my biggest disappointment so far, though, Neo, is the amount of the academy players that are not there, that I think would have broken through into the senior ranks, and like a Gary Mills. I hope that he's back at Mount Pleasant, and him being in Dakasta Cup does not negate his time at Mount Pleasant in terms of.
Well, remember this, that Mount Pleasant Academy is different from Mount Pleasant Football Academy.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
So just watch for the season and you will see what's happening.
All right, all I have to do is to turn up at the training. All right, Unseen Sport.
Man, I need to. CC, you're going to the match tomorrow?
No,
people, you're not supposed to speak about attending the games because no spectators.
No, man, remember, say, depends, but in my game, I can just call the principal and
right.
Hey, people, I don't. I don't think it is wise for you to come on the platform and say that you're going to call the principal at the
Well,
school.
you're now allowed 25 spectators, you know.
That's
This
what
is
he's
what
saying.
I'm saying. I'm saying that
Fans
if
are
we
allowed.
can get on the list,
You
but
you think that if 25 spectators are allowed and you come on social media and say you go call the principal,
That means I'm a big supporter. I'm a big supporter. I'm spend millions on the program.
man in zero what happened, you see? Remember, I am calling with a little small white envelope. Some school.
that
So
is what
my
you're
donation is
compromising the whole integrity of the thing by even going that
no,
far.
no. My donation to my school is different. It's different, man. Whether I'm on the list or not.
All I'm saying is that you need to stop while you're ahead, bro. It's not.
Yeah, true, true. Well, when I'm going to the match or not, I always give back to my school.
All right,
Really,
whatever.
CC,
Unseen.
link me on Instagram, yeah? Link me on Instagram, CC.
yeah, man, yeah, man.
Unseen. Why
Unseen
you
Sports,
always
yeah?
do that? And you know that there's a thing called private chat, bro. That if you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
seeing I do it, you know.
you go to the private chat and you put that in. You don't have to tell the man that. Come on, how many times must I tell you that, bro? All right, but want to say a big thank you to Unseen Sports TV, CC Sports Lab, also Sir Maxwell, the leader who was on. He had some difficulties with his connections, and big thank you to Neo. Neo, and this is Neo Oxford. I mean, really knows a lot about schoolboy football, follows the JPL a whole lot. Want to thank him for coming on. Want to also ask you to hit the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, we have some good shows coming up this week. We have more interviews lined up for you that we will be doing. Tomorrow, I will be, engaging myself in the affairs of the man in the
Yeah,
school as they take on Happy Grove at Draxall. So we'll see about that. That's something that I'm sure to be a part of tomorrow. So we're not sure how we go do the programming tomorrow, but just know that I'll be there. You'll be hearing some information about Reggae Boys football tomorrow. We're going to give you our take on that. And then on Wednesday, we have our NFL show. Like I said, we have some great interviews lined up for you. Some big ones. Can't burst in the event. It has to be that secret. But I want to say a big thank you to you. Big thank you to our sponsors as well. Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Canada. They use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products, right? That's Tricknick. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I am sure sports 001 to get your 25% discount. In fact, at the end of this video, we're going to play for you a couple of ads to show you the Tricknick products. I want to say also a big thank you to all our viewers tonight. It was such a joy having you. You're interactive, I mean, very smart, intelligent comments that were made, so you're lucky. Always good seeing you on. Rowan Davis, as well. Stephen Mitchell, big up, top 10. Who was here? Peebo Liverpool, bless up yourself, football commentary. Bless up as well. The man is man in the building. Ian Osborne always supporting the Clarendon team. Jay Smith. And next man is man right there. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Jamon Brown. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself as well. Yeah, Fresh God always in the building, always in the building, always watching, seeing, looking what is going on. Thank you, Brain Drain. He flew in for a short time. Marlon Pinnock as well, CC Sports Lab, who was one of our panelists, Hassani Brown. I know I may be missing some of your name. Top 10, big up yourself, always up there in the top 10. Digital Home Tech, the man with all the lyrics when he makes the comments. Bless up yourself and big up yourself. Romario Lawrence, the man call. Brian Mighton, man of steel, bless up yourself. All the others. Clayton Jones. Yeah, man, enough respect, enough respect. Crazy RTV, always giving trouble, but always have good comment. DeAndre Elliott in the building. Bless up yourself as well. Who else do we need? Talking sport world, my friend from out in the east. You don't know. Yeah, man. All right. Bless up. Bless up. Stay safe, people. Yeah. Michael Smart. Yeah, man. Eagle Republic. Always pushing out good stuff out there. You understand me? Yeah, man. Bless up. All right, everyone, to have a good night. And then here's a word from our sponsors. Trick
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.